Hey YouTube, it's Tasha. This is my first YouTube video ever, and if you're someone that's been wanting to create a video, whether it's been weeks, months, years, yes, for me, I think it's been 6 years I've been thinking about starting this channel and post videos. That's a whole nother story though, for a whole nother day. If you're interested in learning about the process that it takes to post your first video, then I think you're really gonna like this because I'm gonna walk through step by step exactly everything I did to create this video. So if you're ready to learn more about that process, let's get into it. Step 1 is probably the most obvious step. You need an idea. What do you want your video to be about? What value can you provide your audience? To take all the pressure off of that, it doesn't have to be a great idea. It doesn't have to be a very unique idea. It doesn't have to be $1 million worthy idea. It just has to be something that you're excited to talk about and that you feel comfortable relaying that information to the camera, to your audience. If you need some help with this, I have a real quick, simple exercise that's going to help you come up with some ideas. So you're gonna grab a piece of paper, grab a pen, grab your cell phone, set the timer for 10 minutes, and you're basically going to idea vomit everything, like everything, even if it sounds stupid, even if you think it sucks. Disclaimer, it's gonna suck. You're gonna have a lot of sucky ideas. 95% of your ideas will probably be sucky. I know because I did this, but that's okay. It's not about like coming up with this grand idea that's gonna go viral or anything like that. It's more of just getting your creative side of your brain to work. Exercises like this and starting to get those wheels turning is going to help you come up with better ideas in the long run. So just take that piece of paper, take that pen, and start writing down those ideas. Step 2, you have your idea, you know what you want to talk about, but you need an outline and or a script, depending on how thorough you want to be. So an outline is basically going to help you with the flow of your video. I don't know about y'all, but I'm just not one of those witty people that can turn on the camera and start talking and the information's just flowing and I sound like a pro. I mean, I don't even sound like a pro right now and I'm using an outline, but it's going to help you structure your thoughts and get the most important information that you want to the camera. So for this outline, I of course had an intro, I had an ending, but you kind of want to dig deeper into it. Intro, how am I going to capture people's attention and get them to stay on this video? And then your midsection is going to be built up with all that valuable information, prior research that you've done for the video. And you want to write all that stuff down, like have those different steps. For me, it was all the steps in making this video, obviously. So for each step, I had a couple of bullet points that I knew that I wanted to hit on. I didn't write word from word what exactly I was going to say. People love YouTube because they like to hear what people have to say without a really scripted, detailed way that sometimes information is conveyed on the TV. If you feel more comfortable having a script, then that's fine. You have to fill out what works for you. But I think just having a couple of bullet points on each of your steps that you're going to hit out didn't do the job well. And lastly, you're going to have your ending. People are like me in any other way. This is probably like the 20th, 25th, 27th video you watch. You want to make sure that you have one main takeaway that you want your audience to have after they've seen your video. That's very important. You need to be able to wrap it up and have that one takeaway. Step number 3 is going to be your shot list. This is basically just a list of all those extra shots, scenes, footage that you want to capture to make your video more engaging, more interesting. While I'm doing this talking portion, you're going to see me cut away to different things. That's what I consider to be my shot list. While I was writing this script, I was coming up with ideas that would be cool to include besides just this talking portion, because I think it can get quite boring after a little bit just watching somebody one-on-one unless you're super entertaining. I haven't mastered that yet. So I wanted to include these shots that would keep people interested. I compiled all these different shot ideas into one list. That way when I'm ready to film it, I can come back to that. I haven't even filmed those shots yet because I'm filming this whole talking portion first and then getting to that. Could you imagine if I was filming this and then going to that shot and then filming this and then going to that shot? It's just too much. I think you just want a shot list of all your ideas that you've had while you're writing your outline that you want to capture. Keep that on the side, film your talking portion, and then get those shots. Step number 4. This is one of the most important steps you can take to make your first video. I think it's a step that actually gets overlooked a lot, at least on my part. I overlooked it a lot. This is why this is my third time trying to film this video, and you'll see why. The way I like to prep for filming is to basically think of every scenario that can go wrong on the day you're filming your video. So this can be everything from your backdrop. See the situation I got going on over here? Like, is your backdrop clean and organized, or at least not embarrassing? You don't want to waste time trying to clean up all this over here on the day you need to film. You need to conserve your energy. What about lighting, y'all? Is it daytime when you need to film? Make sure that's actually going to be sunny outside, that you're going to have good light. Do you need to film at night? Do you have ample lighting to support that? Another thing you need to think about is the actual battery life on your camera and or your phone, whatever you're using to record your video. Did you charge it? Because if not, it's going to be super frustrating when you're in the flow of things and you're talking and you feel like you're getting in there and you're capturing what you need to, and then your camera just dies on you and have to wait several hours for it to get back up and running, and then try to get into the groove of what you already were doing before. Another thing you want to think about, do you have storage? Are you gonna have to waste time sitting through your phone, sitting through your camera, deleting pictures, deleting old videos so that you have enough storage to film this video? Do you have roommates? Do you need to film around their schedule so that it's not super noisy in the background and you can hear people going up the stairs? Pick a time that works for you, that you think the house is going to be quiet if you live with other people. Lastly, this is really important. How do you want to appear on camera? Now, this is going to vary from person to person, what's going to be comfortable for you. Think about this before you start to hit the record button. What is camera ready for you? Do you want to have your hair done? Do you need to film on a good hair day? This is like day 6, I think. Do you need some kind of makeup routine so you feel comfortable? Is your beard trimmed? Like, there's so many things to think about. Basically, just from here up, look all right and you're comfortable with putting that on the internet. Overall, what I'm saying is you just want to feel good about your space, about your appearance, about your setup before you hit the record button, because if not, it's going to be super frustrating and it's going to take you much longer to get your video up, which we don't want. Step 5. This is exciting. We didn't think we were going to get here. I didn't think I was going to get here, honestly. And that is filming. So now that you've thought about everything that can go wrong, it's time to film your video. Forewarning, it's going to be awkward. It's going to be weird. You're talking to a camera. I'm talking to a camera right now and it feels pretty weird. It's not going to be perfect. Just accept that and move on. It's not going to look or sound like the quality of other people's videos that I like to watch, and that's fine because we're at the beginner stage. We have to fail to learn to get better. That's what I'm telling myself right now. You want to make sure that you have your outline and or your notes handy. I have my phone right here with my notes that I'm referring back to, just so I can keep on going and I don't have to stop and go back to my computer or go over here to find my notes. Like, have them handy next to you. And film in sections that make sense to you. I think I said this before, but because I knew the talking portion was going to be the main part of this video, I'm filming all this first and then going back to my B shot, those extra scenes, those extra nice little footage that I'm going to cut away from. I'm going to do that another day. Lastly, it's normal. You're going to slip up. You're going to slip on your words. You're going to mess up. You're going to lose your train of thought. I wish y'all could see. Actually, maybe I'll have a treat at the end to see all the mistakes that I've made while filming this. But it just makes the process fun. Just enjoy it. Really enjoy it. Don't get frustrated. Don't get mad. Don't shut down your whole production just because things aren't going exactly the way you planned it in your head. That's normal. Just keep on going. Just do it. You're gonna get better each time. Another tip that I have is after you film each section, so the way I'm filming this is by the steps obviously that are listed in this video. So for each step I start a new video and then start recording, film obviously what I'm saying, and then stop. After I'm done, I watch it back to make sure that I actually like what I captured. If not, if I feel like there's a better way I could have said that, or if I feel like I'm going on multiple tangents, which has happened, trust me, I redo it. Just make sure that you're watching back what you're filming, because on the second attempt of this video, I was actually filming out of focus the whole time. Just make sure that's not happening to you. Last thing is, while you have your hair done, while you got your nice outfit on, while your makeup's done, get the thumbnail. Just get it over with, get the thumbnail. After I'm done filming this, I'm gonna capture the thumbnail and hopefully it's, you know, cute. Step 6, y'all. I already know it's gonna be a struggle. I obviously haven't hit that part yet because I'm filming right now. But step 6 is going to be the editing of your video. Say a prayer real quick. I'm not Catholic, by the way, but I do love Jesus. I love God. So we're just gonna put in a prayer real quick for my future self. Alright, I'm assuming this is going to be the longest part of this process of making your first video. I don't know a lot about editing, but what I do know is that you can learn literally anything nowadays. And that's why today's sponsor, Skillshare, is just so helpful. I'm sorry guys, I can't take myself seriously. Skillshare is not sponsoring this video, but we're gonna put it out into the atmosphere, the universe, whatever needs to be there, because one of these days it's going to happen. But seriously guys, I'm taking a beginner editing course about Premiere, which is the software that I have on my computer that I'm going to use to edit this video, which I'm assuming is going to be super helpful for future Tasha. And I'm pretty sure they have similar courses, whether you're using iMovie, Final Pro Cut, what are the other ones, I don't know, but they have everything on there. And right now Skillshare is doing a free 2-month membership when you sign up. So if you're interested in taking an editing course, maybe the same one that I'm taking, the Premiere course, then consider using the link in the description box below. I would surely appreciate it, and you can get those free 2 months whether you want to learn editing or something else. Right now with the situation that's going on, it isn't just Skillshare that's giving away free courses. There's so many sites, y'all, that you can use if you're interested in learning about anything. So definitely take advantage of that if you haven't. Last and final step. These are all the things that you need to do to get your video published on YouTube. If you're watching this video right now, then somehow I figured out all that, and I'm going to do a quick montage of everything you need to do before you're gonna hit that publish button. First step, you want to make sure that you actually have a YouTube channel. This is different than having a YouTube account. I'm assuming most people have the channel, but if you don't, you're going to sign up for YouTube and click one of the buttons, something like create a video, and it's going to prompt you to create a channel. So make sure you have that step covered or you won't be able to do any of the rest of the stuff. So now the editing's done for your video and you feel like it's in good shape and it's ready for upload, you're going to make sure to export it in a file type that YouTube supports. So I think right now that's like MP4, MOV, WMV. There's a million file types that they support. Just find one that works so you can upload. Once you have the file, you're going to log onto your account and you're going to do the scariest part of this whole entire video. You're going to hit that upload button. You're going to click that file that you spent so much time on, so much energy on, and you're going to select it and you're going to hit upload. Yes, I'm talking to future Tasha right now, as well as anyone else that is uploading their first video. Just do it, just hit it, get over it, don't overthink it, hit upload. So while YouTube is figuring out how to get that massive file uploaded, you're going to fill in all those extra details. These are the important parts too. So a clever title that gets people to click, maybe minus the clickbait, a short description and any other info you would want your potential followers to know, and maybe any tags that you think will sway the YouTube algorithm in your favor, because we're small YouTubers, we need all the help we can get. You can also add annotations, which I think is this little bubble thing up here. I don't know if that worked, but hopefully it did. You can add those to your video as well. You can also disable your comments if you want, but I personally don't think you should do that. People are hilarious in the comments. I know people can be ruthless as well, but as a small YouTuber, you want to interact with your followers and build that little community. So I think you should leave your comments on. And if you wouldn't mind leaving me a comment below, preferably a nice one, I would appreciate it. If you're watching this right now, then I actually did it. I actually created and posted my first video, which means you can do the exact same thing. Trust me, if I can do this, you can do this. I've laid out all the steps for you that I took to put this together. You might need to do a little research, but that's all right. That's just the fun part of the journey. Just know it's going to be super cringeworthy. I'm sure when I watch this back, I'm gonna hate it, but it's all good because we're beginners and we're learning, and that's what makes it exciting, that we're gonna get better and better with each video. If you watch this all the way through, then you're the real MVP, and I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for taking 10 minutes or whatever the length of this video is out of your day. Lastly, if you found this video inspiring or motivating to make your first video, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And also, if you want to post your first video, comment below what your first video is going to be about, as well as the date that you're going to post it, because I will definitely hold you accountable. If you've already been creating videos, then shout out to you, because this whole process has been so mind-blowing to me. The amount of work and energy it takes, everyone should get compensated. I want to support you. Leave the link below to your first video, because we all love the cringe-worthiness of first videos, so we can support you and you can get some more subscribers as well. All right, guys, I think that's all for me today. Thanks again, and I will see you in my second video. Oh, I should have put blankets down. I want to say exorcist, and I don't know why. That's definitely not what's going on. It's so hot in here. You're gonna have your ending. If a lot of turned up feelings of I hope it's in focus. Wait, did I say bye? Bye.